Howdy YouTube, Max here, and welcome to the Etymos Max YouTube channel. For a while I've been wanting to make a channel about education, and in the past few years of my educational experience, whether it be schooling or internet, especially YouTube, I've really come to love topics such as history, science, language, and the sort. And I really love how they tie together, so I figured it's about time to make a channel. So here we are, and I hope you enjoy the video for today. Howdy YouTube. As I stated in the introduction clip, my name is Max, and assuming you're not a bot scanning for copyrighted music, you probably have a name. Whether it be Emma, Liam, Olivia, Noah, or Ava, which happen to be the 5 most popular English baby names of 2017, those are popular names now, and we have records of names, popular or not, spanning for what seems like forever. But how far back can we go with this? What is the oldest name? John. Well, John definitely isn't the oldest name in the world. Old, yes. However, it's more notable that it's very widespread in all its variations throughout the world, being in many languages and cultures. In English, we don't just have John. We have other variations such as Jonathan, Hank, and Jackson. Some examples in other languages would be Ivan in Russian, Hans, or Johannes in German, and Shane and Owen in Irish. The list really goes on and on and on, and I've linked this list in the description with a bunch of other cool stuff you can check out. Humans are not the only species to give each other names. In fact, dolphins have been shown to name each other through whistles, and further, they can recognize and identify names from different dolphin voices, for lack of a better word. Perhaps dolphins have been using names longer than we have had speech. The dolphins don't record their history, so a guess would be a shot in the dark, or maybe even in the wrong direction. To get to the answer of the oldest name, maybe we should do a thought experiment, which is an experiment carried out mentally in our imagination. In this case, to try and reason with ourselves who might be someone important or knowledgeable enough to be written down or spoken about in early history. For most of history, the lives of kings and great warriors have been recorded, whereas commoners were often illiterate or left out by name, making it very unlikely for a common Joe, or John in our case, to be the oldest name. It is not until recently that an average person could get their voice heard through newspaper, radio, television, or now, even the internet. In pursuit of that hypothesis, we do know the names of many ancient rulers. Existence of some are debated and are likely altered or mistranslated, but this is due to the nature of language, or simply the lack of information. But in the quest for the oldest name, something unusual was discovered on a 5,000-year-old tablet. The Nat Geo writer Robert Krulwich wrote in his quest for the name, "So I trolled the internet, read some books, and to my great surprise, the first name in recorded history isn't a king, nor a warrior, or a poet. He was, it turns out, an accountant." The tablet is in an ancient writing system of pictures, which are called pictograms, and it tells of a receipt for barley shipments, simply saying, quote, 29,086 measures barley, 37 months, Kushim, end quote. The last part that translates to Kushim really doesn't make sense within the pictogram writing system that this was written in. It's thought to be a rebus, which is a writing system that uses not the meaning of the word or the picture represented, but the sound that the picture represents. So, the two symbols making the combined sound, Kushim, is thought to be the name of the accountant, or possibly someone who borrowed a buttload of wheat. There we go. We will likely never know the first name ever, or the oldest name passed through oral tradition because stories and tales are lost when people decide to stop telling them. However, as far as we can go back in written history, Kushim is likely the oldest name. This person we will never likely know more about. 50 centuries stand in between us now and Kushim then. Whoever Kushim was is lost to us, but we can remember them as a person that existed a long time ago. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.